Thank you for today. Hi. Okay. Yep. This is the intro now. Welcome to the wonderful Enderal mod that is basically a full game and it's awesome as hell and it uses the Skyrim engine. Let's go. Yes. Yes. I feel accomplished now. I feel like I've done something. So, we need to go to the Dorian fruit basket. There's a little pun to be found there. And we need to go to bed, because, like, you know, we gotta sleep. It's late at night, it's 6, you know, it's so late in the evening. You really should go to bed at 6 o'clock every day for that quality sleep, and you should have 14 hours of rest. My advice to you. On that fun note, how are you doing? How's everyone doing? Let me know if you'd like to in the chat. I will then go into the fucking hell disaster that this day has been. I'm kidding, it's not been that bad, but it's been something. Oh, you're tired. Go on, do you want to share? Let me see. Oh, there's a heat wave in the UK, gosh. How bad is it?
Yes?
What a weary traveler
You had to walk in it for 1.5 hours, jeez. That's pretty brutal, honestly. Gosh, what happened? Like...
Well, comes a point and you just...
Oh my god, honestly, I can't cope with the heat. It sucks, it's a bitch, it's brutal. I can't imagine having to be outside for 1.5 hours. I hope you don't have to do it again, gosh, poor you for today. I'd love to create a nice ice room for all of us to chill and get, like, absolutely fucking freezing cold. Cause, you know, we could just have a nice drink, a hot chocolate, put a lot of warm blankets around us, you know? We wouldn't have to sweat out in the sweltering heat, god. Oh well, I hope it's much cooler where you're at then. I know, like, one of the YouTubers I like to watch and slash streamer, they've also experienced a pretty horrific heatwave, honestly. The worst part is that they posted something on... Oh wait, hold on. Kalia?
Yes.
You know what? I think I feel awkward around you, because, like, you rejected me, so I'm just gonna leave. I'm actually gonna... Okay, she just left. She didn't give a shit. That's valid. But yeah, one of the YouTubers I like to watch slash streamer said that there's most likely gonna be another heat wave in the UK in August, and it will be hotter and it will last longer, maybe. Maybe. It's hard to predict things so far in advance, so we can look forward to that, I guess. I hope the stream is running smoothly, by the way. For people who only watch the Enderal streams, I hope you enjoy the overlay. Please let me know if you do or don't enjoy it. I think I will create a bit of suspense, you know, for the shit that's happened to me today. So I will allow us to all enjoy Lexel's monologue about what I have to do next, and then we will do the thing. Oh my god, that is so valid for today. I used to live in, like, a country that's considered, like, proper hot. And, you know, there's fucking AC at night and, like, fans and shit. Like, hello. It would be a bitch to go outside, to be fair. Like, going outside would just be such a painful thing to do, but there is genuinely coping measures inside.
I don't think the Red Madness cares much about that.
I'm so sorry if I pissed people off, but it is so hot. It's not fun.
The infection.
What do you mean?
Well, the red eyes and the obvious
What?
madness only happen in the last stages of the disease.
I'm so sorry, Lexel, but I really have got important things to do, mate. Like, can you just allow me to talk to you and interrupt all of this?
Why?
If it isn't the product,
What's wrong? You look troubled.
You know, I've had this feeling that there's something.
Yeah, Lishari, you know, shit happens, she's dead. Looks like someone's murdered her, you know, just standard, innit?
I know. Shah Rim has already told me.
Imagine his
Without
reaction
horrible.
genuinely being like, I know, to
Physiologies
me
or
being
not, she was
so
a fine
nonchalant
young
about
maid,
her murder.
and her knowledge of the Pyreans was impressive. We need to find the ones who did this, and fast. But you probably already know that. Thank Malphus we just had a breakthrough with the beacon.
Yeah, Yuslan told me about that. Does that mean we now actually know what's missing?
At least as far as the sockets go, yes. In the old tablets you found in old Dothrugrat, there's talk of black embers, which are supposed to be some kind of energy supply for the machine.
Black embers? Any clues as to what those might be? They sound very intriguing.
This is what we've been asking ourselves over the past few weeks, and then it fell like pelt from our eyes. The Pyreans were talking about the Black Pearls. Old jewels, sometimes known as Blackstones. They appeared for the first time in the Golden Era, and every self-important noble literally fought to get one in his possession. Apparently they originated from Stormwind, the old city in the heart of Octwind. They changed owners for decades, sometimes by violence, sometimes by gold. The whole thing only stopped when the owners took note of an undesirable side effect, if you like.
Well, you know, what's a legendary jewel without a catch?
Everything has a catch, and sometimes this catch is even upside down. But the stones weren't somehow enchanted, if that's what you're thinking. At least not by any known magical means. Nevertheless, all of their owners eventually shared the same fate. Countess Katua from Nerin, for example, whose castle burnt down to its foundations. According to a survivor of this tragedy, she was to blame for that. He claimed that he saw her the night it happened, laughing hysterically and dancing in the dining room and summoning waves of fire all around her.
That sounds like a good time,
She was not
honestly.
previously known to have any magical talent in her.
Well, except for the dying horrifically part, at least. Anyways, I hope you didn't hear my inner musings, Lexel. I guess I wanted to ask you if these jewels somehow gave their owners magical powers or any sort of capabilities in that sense.
Correct. Plus, all of them eventually showed similar symptoms of delusion, like those possessed by the Red Madness do. A peculiar coincidence, if you ask me.
I guess that's one way to put it. What happened once word got out to the public that these stones were, cursed?
Not quite.
Those who owned the pearl tried to get rid of it. Or
Fucking
lock it up
Tila
somewhere
Randfield,
safe.
man.
And eventually they
He's
found it into
interrupting me.
oblivion.
He's like, hold on, I want to
Tell
go
him
into a
your
monologue.
theory, Archmagister.
Yes, of course.
Even Lexel's like, oh, I'm allowed to speak.
We
Thanks,
believe the
dude.
stones carry energy, pure, uncontrolled magic, and that the High Ones use them for their own purposes.
I mean, it might be counterintuitive to use them to power our beacon, because if the High Ones use it for their own purposes, that seems like that could be a very risky thing to do. But I suppose I'm going to ask specifically whether they use these pearls to deliberately drive people into madness.
Correct. The pearl's magic make their owners powerful, but the High Ones befoul them, so to speak. Like a poison potion. I know it sounds odd, but the parallels are too striking to ignore. The red shimmer in the victim's eyes, the slow descent into madness, and ultimately this irrational, destructive act of violence.
I see. Oh, shit. I'm looking all over. I'm really able to see. I see. And you think that the magic of these blackstones could give the beacon the energy it needs?
That's what we think, yes. Nothing else in this world possesses that much raw power.
Which is why you will find them for us.
Taylor, you're testing my patience. How exactly are you supposed to find them? Didn't you say they're scattered all over Vin? Are they going to drive me insane? Don't you really think I've lost my mind enough from one person?
That's right. But we don't need
Thank
all
you.
of
At
them.
least I get some
The beacon has
validating
3
madness.
sockets, and that is how many of the stones we will acquire. Archmagister,
I studied the history of the pearls as a young arcanist, and I
Ping
think that my
pong battle
notes
between
might
the
give
two
you
of
some
Ben.
hints as to where you should start looking. Give me until tomorrow. By then I will have prepared the relevant excerpts.
Alright, anything else I should know?
Just come to me whenever you have questions.
Yeah, I shouldn't go to
And
Tira,
Tony,
should I?
I take it you have already noticed this, but Nerimi's troops are roaming our land and building outposts, and the Red Madness is also getting worse as we speak. Now go.
Genuinely, it's
The
kind of
sooner
got the
we find
same
these
vibes
stones,
as
better.
the Minutemen,
The
doesn't it?
prodigy, huh?
Where I'm
Apparently
like
we
the
owe you
well,
for
it's
the
not spoiler.
shards of
Don't
this
worry if you haven't played
sigil
Fallout
stone.
4.
I
It's like
didn't
I'm
think
the
I would
general
ever
of the
say this,
Minutemen,
but
and then Preston Garvey goes up to me. He's like, "Yeah, so you have to like help the settlement. You have to go out in the field. You have to do this. You have to do that." Jesus Christ, mate. That's a bit redundant, I suppose. But yeah. I love this game, but there are some quirks in it, to be fair. Okay, so I will mention the wonderful parts of my day. I think I want to push on with the main quest, by the way. So I'm probably going to just sleep it off. If that's alright with everyone. But yeah, like my day was eventful. One positive event. Let's start with a very positive event. I had a setup for a great day. I'm talking music blasting from like my speaker. You know, I found a really cool meal deal type of thing in the supermarket where I got to have some gyoza and Thai fish cakes. I fucking love that shit. That's delicious as hell. So of course I grabbed that, cooked myself that. Beautiful, unhealthy, but you know, you gotta treat yourself sometimes. And then this after evening happened. Afternoon evening? Evening? I don't know what we'll call that abbreviation, but somewhere between, like, yeah, you get it. I was taking a shower, and I like to do things fast, and when I do things fast, bad shit happens, like me getting a fucking concussion last time. I tried to do something fast. That was me trying to put away something fast, and I gave myself a concussion and had to go to the hospital. Anyways, this time I ended up squirting a shit ton of shampoo in my eye, and it really fucking hurt. So much so that I was then like opening my eye as the shower was like hitting my face and like trying to keep it open to get all the product out, because the label was in a different language, and it said basically, as a literal translation, maybe not quite literally, that you had to rinse the fuck out of your eye if it got in there, and I hope I don't have to go to the hospital tomorrow, hopefully. That's been my day. Thank you for listening. I had ribs tonight though. They were delicious, really nice, but I'm not really used to eating very fatty foods anymore, so I kind of feel a bit sick, honestly. And honestly, I'm so sorry that the stream was like a bit later than usual. A lot of recipes were like, oh, you have to cook it for like 4 hours, and that's obnoxious. I love the idea of a succulent and soft rib, but that is so much cooking time. Jesus. But yeah. Yeah, I love fatty food, but I shouldn't, you always overeat more than your comfort levels, if that makes sense, so it's kind of unpleasant. It makes you feel very sick. So yeah, if my eye looks somehow a bit red, you know why at least. It still hurts, honestly. Alright. Oh, by the way, for those of you that want to enjoy this game on your own time, a little fun tidbit is that the way the main quest is structured is that you'll have natural moments where you'll be able to just do other side quests, side content,
Yes?
miscellaneous quests, just exploring and things like that. And normally you shouldn't do what I'm doing, which is just sleeping and going straight to do the main quest right at once. Because, you know, that's not fun, that's not ideal. So yeah, like, definitely, like, use the breaks in the main quest that they give you, because it's meant to feel like an immersive, organic kind of experience. How's the stream running, by the way? My screen isn't big enough for me to quite see it. So yeah, I really hope
Yes.
it's alright. I've tried to optimize it recently because I had a few pixelation issues. But it's kind of the balance between pixelation issues and lag. You kind of, if you have a shitty thing like I do, you kind of have to choose either or. I'd rather have like a respectable viewing experience. Maybe not perfect, but respectable. Okay. The game can be quite heavy, I suppose, because it has a lot of flora, but it is really beautiful. I feel like it'd be kind of sad if they took that away. Never noticed any problems? I'm glad. Okay, occasional lag. If it's, honestly for today, if it's disruptive, please do let me know, because I will try and optimize it even more.
Well met.
Oh yeah, excellent. I did also want to say thank you so much for the incredible, fantastic response in the last Enderal episode. I've never had, like, I got fucking fireworks on the YouTube Creator Studios thing. It made my day. It was the cutest thing. That was really wonderful. I'm so flattered a lot of people have subscribed. Thank you so much. Hello, Lexel.
Yes?
May I ask you, did you gather those notes?
Ah, yes. Here. There they are. I've
All right.
marked the most relevant parts so you don't have to read the entire book. Just see if they tell you anything that could give you a clue as to where you should start searching. I will be waiting at the beacon.
Okay. Thank you. Black Light Part 1, and an incredible part of this OST. Black Light, the song, love it. Probably should read his notes actually, just a hunch there. Let's see. Oh. No, it's my weakness, the inventory stuff. Lexel notes, will it be called, maybe? Wow, I should probably, oh my. Oh my goodness. Okay. Lexel's notes, there we go. Okay. To this day, one of the Black Stones remains in possession of the Endralian noble house Dalveric. Now, let's remind ourselves if we've met someone called Dalveric. I might be mistaken. I have played this game before, so if I am mistaken, it's kind of embarrassing. But I think a certain character called Jaspar might have that as a last name. So, there we go. Even though today it is almost utterly obliterated, excluding 2 offspring. It has to be Jaspar because we know that Jaspar and his sister are alive. It is debatable where the Black Stone is currently located, just as debatable as to is the Dalveric, the Dalveric even knew about the nature of this relic. A starting point would be the estate of the family, although it has been completely burned down during a tragic accident 3 decades ago. Third bookmark. It is known that the Order of the Apothecary was at one point in possession of a stone. However, searching for more detailed clues is in vain. The apothecary claimed persistently it was lost, yet knowing what to make of this is of course questionable. Okay.
Machine that can banish these high ones.
Interesting.
The
I think
mysteries of
we
this
should
world
go
are
right ahead and do that.
endless, aren't they?
Oh, the level is spiking up though. Let's see if we can manage it. Okay, the Daljaces. Ooh, which one should we do? Oh, I don't know. Okay, I think we should first talk to Jaspar. Get that sorted out of the way. And we'll see where we go from there, I guess. Also, fun fact, if it's not been apparent, apparently I do exude gay energy. I've asked, actually. I've decided to use the LGBTQIA tag, I believe it is, Of course with the little plus there. Because, surprise, I am Pam. Or not surprised, I suppose. It's strange, I never thought I'd do this virtually, because it shouldn't be a big deal anymore. But there you have it. If people want a safe space where they know that that I'm not a homophobe, that I am part of the club, hashtag, I don't know, I'm awkward, I guess. But yeah, I guess this is a place where, like, there's kind of a lot of weird shit in the community sometimes. We get a little bit of people that can be a little bit spicy, a little bit racist, a little bit homophobic, a little bit sexist and all that fun shit. If you want a safe space, that could be here. I am sometimes awkward and not great, but I try my best to be respectful and kind to people because I think that it's important at the end of the day. I do think that there are certain people who I think I get skeptical about them deserving kindness type of thing is people who abuse others. People who are the absence of kindness. That's when I'm like, are we really gonna have a like very moralistic, noble approach towards people that like are sucking the kindness out of others type of thing? Oh cool. Would you mind reminding me what demisexual is? Is that the A spectrum, right? Oh shit, I've already tracked it part of the club. This is what happens in friend groups, by the way. I swear. There was only a couple of us that were like gay, I'll just use that as a blanket term, that were gay in my friend group, and then like a few years later, like it was a lot fucking more of us, I'll tell you. So yeah. I think I want to do a bit more of a conversation about that. I don't know how many people are watching, truthfully, I can't see it right now. But let's have a conversation about kindness and what you think about it.
Yes?
Let's see. I think just Sparsh being here, apparently. Okay, there we go. Hey, welcome to the brotherhood, I was gonna call it. Gosh. Is he down?
Yes, you should
Oh, yeah.
go into the whisperwood.
Hello, dude.
Malfash's blessings.
Did you happen to see my friend? Tall, grayish hair, bluish coat.
That pretty boy, you mean? Aye. He
don't
was
know if
here
I'd call him a
yesterday,
pretty
all
boy.
night long, with some noble woman. Haven't seen him since, though. He looked a little battered, if you ask me. You know him well?
I mean, I guess you could say that, yeah.
I see. You know what? If you're looking for him anyway, could you give him this once you find him? A courier brought it along a few hours ago.
A package? Did the courier tell you who it's from?
Aye. A young woman, apparently. Maybe one of his beloved, who knows. Seemed urgent, though. Anyway, I need to get back to work. I'll tell the guy you were looking for him if he comes back.
Okay, I just saw your reply for it today. It's interesting.
Yes.
Oh. A piece of paper happened to fall out of it. I'm not doing a crime and looking at someone's mail. Okay. Please tell me I don't have to use the chitty map.
To the whisperwood and see what you can find in the old fortress.
Just Spar? My man, my dude. Where are you? Okay, I guess I can't see Jaspar. Okay, that's an interesting
Can I help you?
description of it then. Excuse me. I guess that's kind of fits with the idea, the abusive idea of like for a lack of a better metaphor, like a vampire, a kindness vampire, if that makes sense. I think everyone like deserves to be shown decency. But then, like, the aspect of kindness and compassion and empathy gets kind of tricky. If you're in a position of power and you're abusing people, there's kind of a form of intent at that point, I would say. It doesn't feel like something that's like, whoopsie, like sometimes shit happens and I did a bad thing, you know? It feels like a purposeful thing. I think it's easy to get to a point where you can kind of see people as lesser, and that's dangerous. Especially how people like in like situations of war use kind of dehumanization techniques, or even like, you know, I think I'm getting a bit, I'm really sorry if this upsets anyone. I want to have an open and honest conversation. I'm not here to impose my views. I'm happy to learn about different things. So if you disagree with anything I say, please, let's start a conversation. Let's have an open dialogue. But yeah, I do think like places like in like military situations, you can kind of use dehumanization as a way to see people as lesser, and that's kind of fucked up, honestly. It's quite unkind. I think an institution that does that, like, but not to say that we all should like hold hands and like go into the merry abyss and drink our cares away sort of thing. I do think there comes a point where certain people are just past compassion. It's impossible. And I think specifically those are people in positions of power, especially manipulating others, to be this like unkind, or, you know, it's hard to explain without saying exactly what it is, but I think that might upset people. I am talking about, hold on. Okay, you know what? While I went on this rant, there is a strange skeleton with a deer horned thing. It looks like a shrine, a grave of some sort. There's a lot of skulls around there. It's in a sewer, I believe, which is not going to smell amazing, I don't imagine. And there's a satchel I can interact with. It looks kind of grim. Note from the corpse at the harbor, and some salt. Why don't we take a look at what that says? Okay. Note from the corpse at the harbor. In scrawly handwriting.
Captain Yanu Orai, hereby confess my sins. For decades,
Jesus
I
fucking
imprisoned
Christ,
men
for today.
and women from all continents of Vin and sold them to the highest bidders. 462 men, 561 women, and 210 children have me to thank for a life spent in slavery. I don't remember their names. Now, however, the time of punishment has finally come, and I thank the Bone Judge who will carry out my judgment. Crucified, I shall be hoisted over a pool of acid whose caustic fumes will burn away the skin from my body. Nobody will come to my aid, and I will die in solitude, as I should. Yanu Orai, Slaver.
Okay, so as we can see here, there's a slaver, and he has sold hundreds of women and hundreds of children. And now he is, I believe he's dead from his own will, it appears, and has written this letter as a testament to that. The interesting thing we can note is that it says lower, in different handwriting apparently, a sort of code. It's hard to decipher exactly what it is, but I'm assuming that when we collect all the letters, we'll be able to have the code and figure it out and crack it. Oh, very interesting for today. Very interesting. It would, that holds weight, because it does say that but it'd be interesting that they went through so much effort of writing it in different handwriting. But still, that makes sense. Alright, let's see where else we can go. Why don't we go to the one near the mill then? I guess the best way to explain it is I think that I don't think like that good and evil is a binary. I think people who have done evil things can always choose to be better, if that makes sense, and take accountability. But that accountability shouldn't be reliant on people forgiving them for their actions, because those evil actions that they have committed, and there's nothing they can ever do to take that away, essentially. The only thing you can do is take accountability, be a better person, and accept that not everyone will forgive or appreciate you, and that that's completely in their right. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, like that is the long-winded response, I suppose. It's kind of, like, I didn't do this on purpose, but it's kind of interesting to think about these things while we're seeing with people committing atrocities. I'm not comparing them, that's a very different thing. Gosh. I can't say that I'd feel bad for the slaver that he was killed, honestly. Gosh. Imagine the almost thousands of people that he must have, like, fucked up for generations. I don't know. I suppose, like, without getting into too much details, I like to keep some things to myself, if that's alright. Yeah, honestly, fuck slavers. When I was talking about the whole, like, you can do accountability and all that fun stuff, like, obviously, like, if you've committed genocide, like, Jesus Christ, I think that there's something in your brain. Oh, that's probably not going to click. God, it's definitely not. Just yeah, fuck slavers. Let's see. That's the problem, isn't there? There's a lot of nuance to things, like, in what I was saying about good and evil. Let's see. Okay, so it should be somewhere, like, around about there? What? Okay, round about there. When I was talking about the good and evil thing, obviously there's nuance to people who've committed, like, actual war crimes and genocide and enslaved people and all of that stuff. That feels like such a big scope. I'm talking more about interpersonal relationships. Where is it? The fuck? What the fuck? Where is this mystical, elusive place? Is it there, really? Sure, it's there, I guess. That's kind of the difficulty I think a lot of philosophers have been, like, why you can critique them so easily. And I'm not defending them, I'm actually adding this as a critique. Sorry, philosophy boys. Fair assumption, you know. All the philosophers I've studied have been men. Honestly, I actually took a philosophy course. Genuinely, like, I think everyone was white, and, like, it was pretty much, like, 99 or, like, 98%, like, dominated by men. There was, like, no women at all. It was weird. But that's understandable, because it is a field dominated, and I was actually watching a philosophy tube video about that. Like, Kant was fucking racist as shit. It's so strange that we are, like, is this where to go? Really? That we are still, like, following his teachings without having a bit more scrutiny to his own personal self-philosophy, given that he was incredibly racist. And I think that's something that should be that is definitely something that should be, you know, if not outright changed, just introduced into the education system. Oh my god, for today, I love talking about philosophy. Can you please shit on Kant? I would love to hear shitting on Kant. I actually shat on a very famous philosopher. My philosophy teacher basically thinks he's Jesus, actually, like, straight up. Like, there's nothing wrong with the teacher. He's a nice enough dude, he's a nice enough bloke and all that shit. But yeah, he's pretty enamored by this guy. Obviously it's a guy. And I actually critiqued him in my assignments. And I actually did really well. So, like, it's not like, oh my god, I can't, I'm so excited because whenever I introduced a critique in class, he'd always twist it as a way that it was like a good thing that was a critique. And in my head I thought a critique means there's room for improvement, so surely that shouldn't be a good thing. I guess it's good that there's room for improvement, but that improvement isn't being followed, so that's kind of stagnant and that's kind of bad. But well, you know. Oh, hold on. Oh shit, I hope the lag isn't a huge problem, I'm so sorry. Oh, so the only philosopher you've read that you like is Galileo. Tell me more about Galileo, I've never read his stuff. Oh. Haha, oh. You and your tracking. Oh no, it's really lagged, isn't it? Oh god. What's happened? Is my, like, laptop just old as crap now? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh god, I really hope I can still, like, upload. I guess I'll just put a disclaimer. Hey, you probably just want to listen to this as like a fucking podcast. Okay, here. So there's a note that we found. Oh god, it's awful, the lag. It's awful. I really was quite excited about the stuff we were talking about as well. Jeez, that really sucks, honestly. I'm a bit gutted about that. It's also, like, in 15 minutes is usually when, like, the stream's supposed to end, sort of thing. So maybe this will just be a very short episode, given how lagged it is. I will do my best to sort. I guess it's better optimized, but in a strange twist of fate, it's gotten worse, so I should have probably not tried to optimize it at all. It was optimized for, like, low performance, like, laptop type of thing as well, by the way. Anyways. The letter says, honestly, old man, I don't get what all the fuss is about. I need a storage, your attic is almost empty, and I would pay you a goddamn 50 pennies per week. Isn't that enough? You act like you've got the jewels of the Golden Queen in your attic. Come on, give it a try. P.S. And regarding your rat problem, you have to find out where those critters come from. Maybe some from holes in the walls when you found them. Put a big stone in front of it, block it in any other way, that should take care of it. And we've got a key. Okay, so that is that. I hope if you don't mind for today, it looks like this episode should end in 15 minutes roughly. Just because of how awful the lag is, I think having a shorter episode, which is a bit more podcasty, will at least be like, yo guys, I'd love to still do these types of things, but it's terrible. I don't think this quality is acceptable. I think the quality of the audio and us talking has been good, but absolutely the visual is not acceptable and I should fix that. So it's a bit ominous that he is not wanting to share his attic. He is being paid, oh, a fully grown rat. kind of awful. There we go. Okay. We've taken care of the rats. Wow! There's just straight up a fucking cool ass arrow. That is awesome. Oh, there's a letter I can't interact with, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, there's more paper and letters. There's thistles. There's blood everywhere. And then it's like the Shia LaBeouf song. Cue that. Oh my god, there's blood everywhere. Apparently, there's something here. So there's a satchel. There's a bunch of letters. And a bloodied corpse pinned and shackled down. So what atrocities has this man committed? So there's flour with this, and there's a note from the corpse at the farmer's coast. So let's pursue that hint. Note from the corpse at the farmer's coast. Oh hey! Oh my god, hey, I'm so glad. Thanks for the follow. That means a lot to me. I hope you've been enjoying the fun, speaky content. I will be sure to fix the quality for the next stream, I assure you. But let's take a look at the note then.
I, Borio Oakenvale, hereby confess me sins. For decades, I abducted children from the Undercity and locked them in this basement. I defiled them, let them starve, and then sold them to the highest bidders, who, like me, were also driven by carnal sins and perverse desires. Now, however, the time of punishment has finally come, and I thank the bone judge who will carry out my judgment. In shackles, I will watch as a pack of rats eats the flesh from my bones. Nobody will hear me screams, just like there was no one to hear those of the poor souls whose lives I destroyed. Signed, Boreo Oakenvale, child trafficker and murderer.
Jesus Christ, this gets worse and worse, doesn't it? So it looks like, I don't even think that's... Yeah, so this man is a child trafficker, a murderer, and I believe a pedophile. And it looks like he have the same mysterious potential killer. If they haven't killed themselves, it might be someone else who's killed them. And it looks like we've got more hints to the puzzle. We don't quite have enough information, but I'm sure if we pair it together with the final letter, we'll be able to kind of see what's going on here. It does look like the black gem of some sort must be linked here. Maybe this killer's under the influence of this black gem. Oh, hey there. How do I pronounce that? I'm gonna call you Jing, I guess, or HG. I'm gonna call you HG. I like saying that. That sounds fun. Let's see if it matches up. Okay, so we've got here K blank C blank K. Oh no, it's gonna play it again. Hold on.
I, Borio Oakenvale,
K blank K. Oh, that doesn't really make much sense, honestly. How are you doing, HG? You have a good week? I think, alright, since the since the video quality is trash, why don't we leave it as soon as we get to the final clue, and then next week I'll have better stream quality. It's so weird, all the stream qualities have been genuinely pretty decent up to now as well. I don't know what's happened. I'm so glad this is the most entertaining slideshow for you for today. Alright, let's take a look at the final clue. The final clue appears to be right here in Ark itself. Oh, it's the second hint, technically. Alright, so why don't we quickly pop... Why don't we pop a scroll so we can just not have as much of this screen as possible visible. Let's see. Yeah, sure, we'll go to the Sun Temple. Unlimited power! I'm ascending to the deities and above. My knowledge is insurmountable. Okay. Now that my knowledge was too much for me to bear, I shall go back down and pursue the second hint. Okay, so let's take a look. The second hint. Where exactly is that? It looks like it's in the marketplace or the foreign quarter. So why don't we go there then?
Prophet?
Thank you. Nice to meet you too, sir. Oh, I'm gonna say hi. I wonder if she's gonna be nice or mean. Place your bets.
Keep walking.
Thank you very much for that polite demeanor. It's really fun to do a Russian roulette type of thing of like, ooh, is this person in the Holy Order gonna appreciate me or want to spit the earth that I walk on? Alright, so I believe that this is going to be even more gruesome, unless if we're doing it in order, this should be a beautiful common medium ground between slavery and human trafficking slash, yep, it's a bit much, honestly. I think that's why I chose to also have like a mature content label for when my streams are being viewed, because I swear a bit much sometimes, and the content can be quite heavy, I suppose. But that's, I think, a thing that I've noticed with Enderal's later quests, especially the main quest. They have a lot more motifs of like mental health and other things that can be quite heavy. A really good quest for it is the Relata questline, which hopefully we can do at some point. That's where you get to pretend to infiltrate a cult, and it's a very strange, kind of interesting questline. Oh god, I don't know what's happening, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, looks like there's a well. I will describe the way this looks just for your sakes. So there's a well near the foreign quarter, and I'm hopping in now. Ooh, mysterious. Okay, we've got a kind of Ratway at the Riften vibe. And we've got a Conjured Guardian that wants to kill me. And it's beefy. But I can take him, because I am Dorian, damn it. And I've taken on crystal giant things, weird creepy horned things, and much more. So damn it, Guardian, you will fall if I tell you to. My name isn't Dorian something, a generic last name, because I can't think of a last name on the spot. Alright, looks like there's laundry in here, it's very strange. There's also a pretty grim set of skeletons kind of strewn on the walls, and one that's a bit, like, I guess, sorry, it's gruesome. Okay, is someone living here then? There are rats at least living here and some Conjured Guardians. I assume the Conjured Guardians might hint that a mage is living here, and that was protection. I'm gonna follow the quest marker though. I think it'd be nice to end the stream after the last hint, so that we can appreciate how the interior looks next week. It might have been something as simple as I used to run this on 60 frames per second, but thought I'd get better quality streams if I did it at 30. I might just go back to 60, weirdly enough. Oh, there's a reality hammer. It looks beautiful. I don't want to pick it up quite just yet, unless I need to. There's something down there. I wonder if I can break reality if I wield the hammer. Yes, the Enderal audiobook. They've actually, I do believe they have written a book called something with the word dying in it specifically. Oh, it looks like I might need to use the reality bender hammer. Interesting, I wonder how I will break reality. Oh, no. Is it Songs of the Dying or Dreams of the Dying? I think that's what their book is called. Oh yeah, I missed. Hello, Guardian. Get headshot, or I will miss again and make a fool of myself. Yes! In the knee. Fantastic. Love it when a lethal knee shot is lethal. Okay. More corpses kind of strewn about. Tense music. Cobwebs. More caves that are slimier and wetter the deeper we go. Oh. There we go. Looks like there's a lot of angry spirits. I wonder who's conjured these guardians, so that's the real big question here. Okay. We only have 2 more enemies, it looks like. And I think that will be it. I think we should be in the final room with the note. Or at least the second final room. It looks like it's approaching very quickly now. Oh, hopefully there's a key. Oh yeah, I can pick locks. I keep forgetting I can just easily pick locks. Yeah, I'll just easily pick that. Oh, but there is a key at least I can use. I can't interact with this book. Alright, so... Oh shit, what's this? Oh crap! Oh, that's a storm action arc type of thing. Another conjured guardian. Oh my, I might have to werewolf form this. Oh, I critically struck him. Oh god, that was horrifying. I'm going to leave. I don't care to find out more about that storm guardian at all. Okay, huh. There we go, there's a door here. Okay, I believe this should be it. There's an alchemy station, and a skeever that's menacingly looking at me but not attacking me. Oh. Sorry about that. Oh god. I always forget to turn that off. If I die now, it would have all been in vain. Okay, thank goodness. For those of you who have been with me for a little while, you may have remembered my incredible... Sorry for today, gosh. You may have remembered my incredible attempt to have a better sleeping schedule, and that alarm is me forcing myself to fucking sleep. It's actually improved a little bit. I'm very happy to announce that. I'm now going to bed at like a late hour instead of an ungodly late hour. Okay, so I think you can see if I hold still. It should be in like fair to see. It looks like there's food everywhere, strangely enough, and wine and cheese and bread. And a corpse is, well, not like a skeleton. It looks like a dead body, unfortunately, in a cage. And there's the same satchel with, I'm assuming, the letter inside it. Let's take a look. Okay, so we've got another note, and then I think we should leave the episode there. Unfortunately, it's a bit shorter than usual, but the quality needs to get sorted out. So, note from the corpse in the sewers.
I, Ilaria Nettlegrass, hereby confess my sins. For years I murdered under the moniker of the Black Widow. Man or woman, young or old, it didn't matter as long as the pay was right. Never was I brought to justice for my crimes, for I always knew how to outwit the law. I am a despicable creature, without mind or compassion, no better than a rabid animal. Now, however, the time of punishment has finally come, and I thank the Bone Judge who will carry out my judgment. I shall remain in this cage until I die of starvation. Food and drink shall be within sight, but never within reach. Nobody will come to my aid, and I will die in solitude, as I should. Ilaria Nettlegrass, hired killer.
For my brother in arms, and then there should be more to it. Okay, interesting. So this is someone who is a murderer. It doesn't look like the gaps are aligned from what I saw in the first two letters. Let's see. Hey, K blank C. Let's see if we've got a little something there.
I, Ilaria Nettlegrass, hereby
K
confess my sins.
knock.
For years I murdered under the moniker of the Black Widow.
Okay, the first one we've got knock. Oh my god, bless you for today. Rip for YouTube retention for sure. So I think it's something saying something edgy like knock knock under the bird's call or something. I will decipher it next week if you'd like. Yeah, let me quickly save, pop the end screen on. So there we go. That was this episode, I guess. Thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. I had a lot of fun just kind of like having a very chatty episode and kind of uncovering the mysteries of Enderal. I will try and do my best to solve the visuals. If push comes to shove, I will do what I did before. That was a very decent quality, I would say. Very smooth at least. Just occasional minor pixelation like every 45 minutes, and it's only a 2-hour stream, so it's fair enough. So yeah, I'll sort that out next week, and it was really nice hanging out with you guys. Yeah, if you'd like, I do a Hollow Knight series. It's a Metroidvania platformer game, but I love a good story, so of course I love Hollow Knight. And yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday then for today, and I hope I'll catch you around, HG. See you guys, bye! And yes, I've got nothing cool to say, so peace.